Hi, and as you know, in the last video we were discussing about higher order thinking skill question from previous years, and as I told you, through this video session we are going to wind up the chapter Introduction to Trigonometry. And I think almost more than 30 questions we discussed as extra questions only, other than in-text question. Okay, and still I can say that this is not sufficient. You have to find extra different question. You will get many extra question different from these questions we discussed. That is a specialty of Introduction to Trigonometry. And through this video, as I mentioned in the last video, this video I'm going to discuss the question paper, that means 2020 March question paper. In other words, when I say in other words, it means your seniors question paper. So I have collected that question paper just after their exam. So that question paper is with me, 2020 March CBSE board exam question paper. That is with me. So let us have a look on through that question paper. So what I am going to do is we will select the question from Introduction to Trigonometry from all those question papers. Okay, and we will try to solve it. So through that we will get understood then which all the patterns we have to expect, which all are the patterns of the questions we have to expect from Introduction to Trigonometry in your coming board exam. Okay, so you have to give much seriousness. You may understood that because these question papers are the question paper your seniors faced this question paper in their board exam. So anyway, we have to give seriousness, isn't it? So let us have a look through that question paper. Okay, as I told you, these are the three sets of questions your seniors faced from March, and they were saying that, and I am also saying that the question paper is very easy. When we compare the March exam in the previous years, 2020's question paper is comparatively much easier, and they were very happy because why? Because they prepared hard. That's why just after the exam they told me, sir, we are done, because this question paper is very comfortable for us. You also have to say that after your exam. Okay, and see, this is the first set, mathematics standard. I didn't get mathematics basic question paper. I know that very few students are going to write mathematics basis, but let it be. Those one students can able to solve mathematics standard question paper, she or he can easily solve basic question paper. So I'm not going to focus only to standard question papers. This is the first set, this is the second set, this is the third set, and as you know, you will get three sets of question paper. That means each student's set should be different. That means you may understood the seating arrangement and all. Here we will give one set one question paper to this student, and here we will give set 2 question paper, here we will give set 3. In that way it will proceed, in order to avoid the copying and all. You may understood, and you may think that in all the 3 set question paper the questions are same, just question number is little bit different. Not like that. Almost 90% of the question also should be different in all sets of question paper. So let it be anything, let us hope for the best. Let me come to the point. This is the first set, and when we open that question paper we can see the instructions and all, and you can see section A. It is starting with the section A, and after that section A consists of according to the last year's pattern, section A consists of 20 questions. This is its Hindi translation. No need to read it. Just go to the this part only, because we don't want the Hindi. Just read English questions. See, 20 questions are there in section A. Then section B. Then section C, section D. So that is a pattern of the question, last year's question paper. In the section A, board included 20 question paper. So don't think that these 20 questions are from section A. Since it is from section A, all the questions are very simple. Not like that. The questions are little bit standard also. Even though if it is 1 mark question, we have to spend a little amount of energy to solve it out. See, you can see what you can see questions from Introduction to Trigonometry also. So we will focus to this kind of questions now. That means questions from Introduction to Trigonometry in each set of question paper. This is set 3, this is set 2. Let us start from set 1. Okay. So let me add one more thing. So when I am discussing questions from introduction to trigonometry, I will avoid most simple questions, and I will focus only the difficult questions. Most simple question you can easily solve out, comes under section A and all. Let me avoid that because to save time, and we will focus, we will not leave any difficult question, I promise that. Okay. So now I selected question from set to 1 question. That means questions from introduction to trigonometry. I already marked that. So I found that when I added the mark, I found that almost 10 mark questions the board chose from introduction to trigonometry only. See, once again repeating, when I add the marks of the questions from introduction to trigonometry, I found that altogether 10 mark questions they chose from introduction to trigonometry. That means if you are aiming A1 grade, see, if you are losing some mark from introduction to trigonometry, you may not get A1, isn't it? Let us hope for the best and practice well. Are you following me? So 10 mark question from introduction to trigonometry means those who are aiming A1 or A2, they must learn all the chapters well. Okay. Especially these chapters like introduction to trigonometry, application of trigonometry, and arithmetic progression, all those chapters. So let us have a let me come to the point. Let us discuss each questions now. So let me start from question number 14. The question number 14 is the first question they selected from introduction to trigonometry. Then question number 15, question number 16, and here then question number 23. All those questions they selected from introduction to trigonometry. So let me start from question number 14. Okay. So this is that question. 3 cot find 3 cot 40 divided by tan 50 minus 1 by 2 into cos 35 divided by sin 55. This is the question. 3 cot 40 divided by tan 50 minus 1 by 2 into cos 35 divided by sin 55. Can we use table? No. Can we use complementary angles property? Yes, of course. Why? Because we can easily see that 40 plus 50 is nothing but 90. So here we can apply complementary angles property. And what is 35 plus 55? Of course, it is 90. Complementary angles. So let us use complementary angles property. How we can use complementary angles property? 3 into cot 40. Let me write cot 40 as itself. One time make let it stand the same, and the next time you can make some changes. Tan 50, instead of tan 50, what you can write? You are not supposed to make changes in the ratio. Tan as it is. Instead of 50, what we can write? 90 minus 40 minus 1 by 2 into, and here cos 35, let it be like that, and instead of sin 55, sin 90 minus 35. Now just see the magic. 3 into cot 40 as it is. What is tan 90 minus something? Of course, tan 90 minus something is cot something. That means tan 90 minus 40 will be what? Cot 40. You may understood. Okay. Minus 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into cos 35 as it is. What is sin 90 minus something? Cos something. Here it will be cos 35. Now just see, these two terms get cancelled. These two terms get cancelled. What will remain? The remaining terms are 3 minus 1 by 2. See, 3 only will remain here. Here minus 1 by 2 only will remain. So 3 minus 1 by 2. How we can calculate? Cross multiply. What is 3 into 2? What is 3 into 2? 6. 6 minus 1, 5. Answer is 5 by 2. Isn't it? Yes. So in this way you have to solve it very fast. Since it is comes under section A, you can use maximum 2 minutes in order to solve this kind of a question. Okay, you may understood it well. Very simple question. And you may understood that I think your confidence level is little bit increased while seeing this question. See, all the questions are difficult. Only the thing is you must practice well. Then you will feel that all the questions in the board exam will be easier. In that way you have to increase the practice, the amount of the degree of practice you must increase. Then obviously I promise that you will feel all the problems as comfortable ones. Okay. So let me go to the next question. And next question is, this is actually next question, question number 15. And question number 15 is again from section A. If cot theta is equal to 7 by 8, then the value of 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta divided by 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta, you have to calculate. What is given? Cot theta is given. By using that, you have to calculate 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta divided by 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta. So some students will start solving like this. How? Cot theta is given. They may think that we need cot theta is given, so we need sin theta and cos theta. Then only we can substitute here. So they may use the previous method. The previous method, in the sense, when we started, we discussed by using a triangle. Just draw a triangle, and here you can write the theta. Since cot theta is given as 7/8, cot theta is nothing but opposite by adjacent. So opposite here you can mark 7x, and adjacent here you can mark 8x. Then find the hypotenuse. In that way we will get sin theta and cos theta, then calculate. But you have to remember, this question came under section A. We are not supposed to spoil time on this question. If you use this method, time is spoiling, isn't it? So there is a tricky method is there. What is 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta? That is in the form a plus b into a minus b. That is nothing but a square minus b square. That is nothing but 1 square minus sin square theta. In the denominator, similarly, a plus b into a minus b. What is that? A square minus b square. Of course, 1 square minus cos square theta. See, instead of 1 square, can you write 1? Yes. What is 1 minus sin square theta? 1 square is nothing but 1, no? What is 1 minus sin square theta? That is cos square theta, no? From which identity? From the identity sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1, we found an expression for cos square theta as 1 minus sin square theta. So instead of 1 minus sin square theta, what we can replace? Cos square theta. What is 1 minus cos square theta? That is nothing but what? Sin square theta. 1 minus cos square theta is nothing but sin square theta. From the same identity. See, what is cos square theta by sin square theta? What is cos theta by sin theta? Cot theta, no? So what is cos square theta by sin square theta? Cot square theta. That means we simplified this term as what? Cot square theta. What is cot theta? Cot theta is given as 7/8. Then what will be cot square theta? 7/8 all square. That is nothing but 49/64. That is answer for the question. How simple. So what I did, this is the only time you can use for a section A type question. So what we did, 1 plus sin theta and 1 minus sin theta, 1 plus cos theta and 1 minus cos theta. We applied a plus b into a minus b and expand using a square minus b square. Then after that we applied identity. Then cos theta by sin theta, we know that it is cot theta. So cos square theta by sin square theta is nothing but cot square theta. So cot theta is given as 7/8. So cot square theta will be 7/8 all square. That is nothing but 49/64. How simple this question is. And when you use this method, you will get the solution, but time consuming, no? Okay. But when I started trigonometry, we were using this method. Why? Because we don't know the identities and all at that time. That's why we did this method. But after learning identities, so many possibilities are there. You may understood it. So next, let me solve question number 16. What is the value of this? See. What is the value of 1 by 1 plus cot square theta plus 1 by 1 plus tan square theta? See, very simple question. 1 divided by, what is 1 plus cot square theta? 1 plus cot square theta is nothing but, from the identity, 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cos square theta. So instead of 1 plus cot square theta, what we can replace? Cos square theta. Direct identity, no? 1 plus cot square theta, which all are the identities? Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1, 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cos square theta, and 1 plus tan square theta is equal to c square theta. So plus 1 divided by, what is 1 plus tan square theta? Again, by using the same direct identity, 1 plus tan square theta is nothing but sec square theta. Now we just see, what is 1 by cosec? What is 1 by, it is actually 1 by cosec square theta. So actually, what is 1 by cosec? 1 by cosec is nothing but inverse of cosec. That is nothing but sine. That means 1 by cosec is nothing but inverse of cosec. That we know that is sine. So 1 by cosec theta will be sine theta. So what is 1 by cosec square theta? Sine square theta. Plus, we know that 1 by sec theta is nothing but inverse of sec. That is nothing but cos. So 1 by sec is nothing but cos. Then what will be 1 by sec square cos square theta? Now can you say the value? Sine square theta plus cos square theta? 1. So see how standard this question is, but at the same time how simple this question is. So this kind of standard question you have to expect in board exam, and how simple also. Those who practice well, they will get the idea very fast. And so we solved 3 questions. Few more questions are remaining. So I'm going to wind up this video session just now, and the remaining question I will upload as another video session due to some technical problem. So let me do like that. So bye, and very next moment you will get the next video link. Okay.